News, my lovely, wonderful people. Emefiele ordeals are beginning to surface, is beginning to come to the surface. Emefiele politician. He's supposed to be the CBN governor, not somebody who is, who is supposed to be, neutral, okay, not party oriented because of his position, the position he occupies. However, we saw Emefiele campaign bosses. And before Buhari's tenure expired, and trying to frustrate because they were fighting themselves, Tinubu's campaign, there was the money change and all that that happened. And at the end of the day, we saw that as soon as Tinubu came in, Emefiele was suspended, he's still in DSS custody, and more going on. And a serious investigation is on him now. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Emefiele and his politicians, business mogul named as investors, uncovered over 7 trillion naira fraud Emefiele committed. They know themselves. So Tinubu and the rest of all of them, they know themselves. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. There are strong indications that top politicians and business mogul will be invited for questioning by James Obeze-led team of special investigation mandated to prove activities of the Central Bank of Nigeria and related entitlement under Godwin Emefiele. Politics Nigeria reports that Kingsley Ogbonna and Ashley Hamed, both deputy CBN governors, were recently interrogated by the Department of State Security Services in connection with their roles in the affairs of the bank during Emefiele 9 years as CBN governor. Fresh updates from the multi-source suggest that the team is currently analyzing documents, memos, and oral confession that could lead to more arrests in the coming days. There are indications that several foreign banks will be contacted in the course of the fast expanding investigation. Already, there are rising apprehension in the office of the regulators across the country, as some directors who must have played active roles in approving some of the deals are being interrogated. According to The Guardian, the investigation is already closing in some politicians and business associates of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Names of top politicians and business mogul are already being mentioned as possible culprits in the involving saga. There are fears that the president may be forced to succumb to their demand or decide what will happen next. Obeze is said to have gathered enough of the already tensed atmosphere to prosecute all that is involved. According to different sources, disbursement of funds and more that went on is already happening. Nigerians are in the midst of all this. So this is what is happening already. This is what is going on. And every one of us can see. Godwin Emefiele, with all that is happening, can see that money, how the 7 trillion, they say Nigeria does not have money, is already on ground. A lot of things are already happening. 7 trillion is already on ground. So there are so many things unfolding, and Tinubu is, with all that is coming up, Tinubu may have to decide if he wants to continue with the investigation. Because Godwin Emefiele, with all that is happening now, needs to tell Nigerians how this money, okay, and how those things, what happened. And this was a man under, Buhari's watch. Buhari came with the great name anti-corruption. I'm going to fight corruption. A lot of Nigerians were happy, saying, finally, after all, the rot that is eating up our nation will be uncovered, and they'll begin to, appropriate all the finances that is supposed to be used to move this nation forward. Those were some of the things that should have been in place. However, we can see that things are changing and everybody is beginning to wonder what exactly is going on. So these are the things that are happening, and we all are beginning to check and wonder, what to do next. So there is a lot coming up already. There is a lot, unfolding, and very soon we'll keep you up to speed. Okay, so either Tinubu will have to continue with what he's saying, or there will be something he will need to tell us. He will need to tell us what he needs to do. He needs to tell us, because we need to understand where he stands. A lot is already unfolding. Nigerians are already seeing all of this, and we want this nation. We want things to work. Okay, we want Nigeria to work. All that. Why do Peter Obi have so many supporters and people who are following him, irrespective of religion, race, or tribe? Why are people following Peter Obi? Why? Simply put, because Peter Obi is like a beacon of hope that there will be restoration of Nigeria to where it ought to be. It's not because Peter Obi is a superhuman being. No, it's just like every other person. But the fact that he could come and tell people, all people wants to see is transparency, honesty. Okay? If you want to have a business partner, these are some of the things you will consider. So how can we handle over our nation, a country like our nation, to someone who is not sincere, who is not determined, and who is not honest in ensuring that our nation move forward and things work? How can we do that? Why should we do that? Does it make sense? Thinking about it, does it make sense? So more and more and more is coming up, and we all can see that there is serious consideration in terms of what we need to do to put things in place. Anyway, my lovely, wonderful people, these are beginning to happen, and then we all need to begin to pay attention to it. People that get to that position, the things they do and how they go about it is unbelievable. Sincerely, truly unbelievable. And Nigeria as it is, things needs to, we need to quickly get the right people in the right places, because we are tired of the status quo. We are tired of the repeated cycle and circle, of all that comes in and destroy this nation, simply put, because they have a position that they hold. This all can come to an end if we are honest and sincere and truthful, determined for it to come to an end. You see? So please, my lovely, wonderful people, don't forget that you have a voice. So we must speak together and end this. God bless. Bye for now.